Good morning. Today is the 26th day of September 2017. I have just returned to India from the US and will be here for the next 6.5 months. The series Fine Poetry took birth through my reading of Sri Aurobindo's The Future Poetry, inspiring me to look as deeply as I could into the work of poets, especially more of those from the modern age, who might have caught a touch here and there of the future poetry. And I have a series where Sri Aurobindo has mentioned many poets in his work, The Future Poetry. And that series is called Seeking the New Poetry. I already started it last year, and there is still more to come. But this series, Fine Poetry, will cover many, many poets over the next 6 months. Today, I introduce you to a poet who has come from the depths and risen to great heights. And so I introduce Jimmy Santiago Baca, born in 1952. He was born in Santa Fe County, New Mexico, and was abandoned by his parents at the age of 2. He lived for a while with one of his grandmothers, actually for several years, and then he was placed in an orphanage. And at the age of 13, he ran away. He wound up living on the streets. And at the age of 21, he was convicted on charges of drug possession and incarcerated. During a fateful conflict with another inmate, he was shaken by the voices of Neruda and Lorca and made a choice that would alter his destiny. Instead of becoming a hardened criminal, he emerged from prison a writer. He sent 3 of his poems to Denise Levertov, the poetry editor of Mother Jones, and they were published in 1979, the year he was released from prison. He served 6.5 years in prison, 3 of them in isolation. And having expressed a desire to go to school, which the guards considered dangerous, he was for a time put in the same area of the prison with the inmates on death row before he was released. Baca has devoted his post-prison life to writing and teaching and poetry. And he teaches others how to overcome their hardships. His themes include American Southwest barrios addiction, injustice, education, community, love, and beyond. He has conducted hundreds of writing workshops in prisons, where he also reads poetry and teaches poetry, in community centers, libraries, and universities throughout the United States. In 2005, he created Cedar Tree, Inc., a nonprofit foundation that works to give people of all walks of life the opportunity to become educated and improve their lives. Today, I'll read only one poem because the next series, part 2, you will hear some of his marvelous poetry. This one is called Oppression. It's a question of strength, of unshed tears, of being trampled under, and always, always remembering you are human. Look deep to find the grains of hope and strength, and sing, my brothers and sisters, sing. The sun will share your birthdays with you behind bars. The new spring grass, like fiery spears, will count your years as you start into the next year. Endure, my brothers. Endure, my sisters.